Eileen Barnes, nay Ryan from Swan.
Well, who can argue with that? And I'm her first cousin,
and
Stan.
This is my first cousin, Stan, and whose father I knew quite well, Uncle Tom.
Uncle Tom.
A favourite uncle.
We, of course, have named our fourth child, Thomas, who is currently in Colombia. Now, Eileen is going to eventually produce a wonderful spiel on her life and times and what she thinks about the Brexit nightmare. So this is just a teaser. Eileen, do you want to say something about how the day's gone?
Day has gone very well. I get tired quicker.
You get tired?
I get
How do you think I feel?
I get tired. I had a very poor night, and I would have liked to have woken up this morning much more bright and cheerful and whatever, but I didn't. I have to accept that. If it happens, it happens, or that's all.
Well,
it is.
it nearly did happen with me because I woke up at 6 o'clock and I thought I'd gone back to New Zealand because there was a ginger cat on my bed. And I had one at home. I thought, what's George doing here?
It's a nice ginger cat. It's a lovely ginger cat.
Well, the little bugger scratched me.
Yeah.
Oh!
The ginger cat recognised the swan colouring. That's what it was.
I think he recognised a cat whisperer.
No,
Okay.
No, it was the
Right,
the
now
swans
last
are very
10
rare.
seconds. Do you want to have a sign off?
Yeah, I've nothing more to say except I'm having a very lovely time here with people that I've met in the past. I haven't met a Jonathan. Delighted to meet Jonathan. But Emily I'd met before, and of course this one, the big fella, I've met before.
The big fella.
And he's my big
Are you
fella,
making
yes,
an aside about my beer tummy?
No, just the father of the family. And I met him when he was just a student, quite a young lad.
Me?
Yeah, my father,
Right.
my mother met him, and she thought it was the funniest thing she'd ever met.
Me?
Turning up on a little tiny pop bike with a top hat and a morning suit and a great big...
Yes, I remember that.
thingy.
It was a Buckingham Palace garden
He was
party.
just about to go to the Buckingham Palace garden party, the sort of place that the likes of the English never get invited to. But if you come over here as a young lad from New Zealand, you're getting in right.
Well, I'll let you into an aside on that. That was 1972.
Oh, was it? Oh.
Decades later, my darling daughter Emily arranged something similar for herself and her good mother. She was in Laos at the time, but eventually, some months later, they ended up in Britain along with me in tow. And we took a taxi to Buckingham Palace at the prescribed time. And there is the most humongous queue you've ever seen. It stretched halfway around Hyde Park. But good old Emily, guess what Emily did? She went to the head of the queue and she said to a very proper lady, "Excuse me, my mum's come all the way from New Zealand and she's got sore feet. Would she be able to get in here?" And the lady said, "Oh, you poor dear, of course you could. New Zealand sent us lamb during the war, so why not?" Right.
Oh, there we are. Emily, well done.
On that note,
That was a bit elaborated story. It wasn't
we
quite
better
like
catch
that.
Emily in this so we know who we're talking about. Oh,
Right.
We've lost you in the gloom, Em.
Well, we should be outside enjoying the beautiful
Right.
garden in the summer weather.
Okay.
But it's such a privilege to see Eileen.
Right. Well, that's a sample. Bye.